going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of work on the M3. The first thing I want to take care of is a check engine light. I've got to take a code reader to it and figure out what is going on there. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and crank it up and pull it out of the garage so we get it in some daylight. Alright, so this is a Schwaben code reader. I picked this up at ECS Tuning. It's a BMW and Mini scanner, so it shows you all the codes, lets you read them out, lets you clear them, anything you need to do. This device can do it, and it's very handy, not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. So if you have a BMW or a Mini, definitely recommend getting one of these. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this into the OBD2 port. It helps if it's facing the right way. I'm gonna go ahead and run the OBD2 and see what it picks up as far as the code goes. All right, so here we go. So I'm gonna go down to read codes, click enter, stored codes. All right, so here we go. Evaporation emission system leak detected. I can tell you exactly what that is. So when I was doing the subframe on my car, I had to remove the fuel tank filler hose, basically, that goes in right behind the cap. When I was doing the subframe, I had to remove this area so that I could drop the fuel tank. So I just left the hose attached to the tank. But when I did that, there is a line, a secondary line that comes off just for fumes from the fuel that goes into a little evap system underneath. So when I was trying to remove the clamp that held the hose onto the plastic tube that went onto this line, I ended up breaking that plastic tube, cracking it a little bit. It still is held on there, but there's a small crack in there, and that's what's causing my leak. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear this code off of the car. It's probably gonna pop back up here within a few days just because I haven't fixed anything, and I can always clear it again, but I may just run with the check engine light on and check it every week or so just to make sure nothing new popped up. But I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that and then get the car back into the garage. All right, so I'm gonna hit back. I'm gonna go down to erase codes. Yes, I'm sure. All right, and it is all cleared away. So now that the M3 is taken care of, I need to crank up the Miata because that has not been done in several months. All right, so there's the Miata. There's still a couple things that I need to do to get this car where I want it. The first being 2 panels of the donor car that I had. I will insert a clip of me cutting out those here. So now what I've got to do is put those patch panels here and then the side skirt down there, so that way I can just kind of get rid of the bad parts and weld in the new parts. So that'll be in another video. That's the big thing that has to happen. Now once I get those other 2 panels in place, I want to respray the entire car. Obviously the paint is super bad. You've got all this here where the clear coat is just faded completely. You've got where it's peeling on the hood. So super nasty, and I want to take care of that. But anyways, the car right now drives super smooth. There's some things I want to take care of with the brakes and just some general maintenance, you know, oil changes, clean up the engine bay, make it look really nice. So it shouldn't be too much, and it shouldn't take too long to finish my restoration of this Miata. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this back in behind the fence, and then we'll talk a little bit about the M3. Now obviously I have tons of plans for the M3, lots of little things that I want to take care of, but one of the big things that I want to do in the next week or two is take care of the interior trim. Now before I went to Import Alliance last year, I actually covered it in wrinkle black. And to be honest, the application really wasn't the best I could have done. I didn't heat it as evenly as it could have been, and so the result just wasn't great. It's done the job for the time being, but now it's time to strip all that off and go to the next stage, which is carbon fiber. Now I'm not talking about a vinyl wrap, I'm talking about actual carbon fiber covering it, and then covering it with resin, and then eventually clear coat. Now this is a pretty common modification, right, to do carbon fiber in the interior, but I think most people just like buy the pieces and then install them. For me, I want to challenge myself and see what kind of result I can get by doing it myself. So I'm excited to take you guys along with me and see how it goes. Now some other things that I need to do to the M3 is actually take care of the rear diffuser. Everything works out great, it doesn't rattle, nothing like that, but there's some edges that I want to clean up, and then also the pieces that join each of the ABS pieces together, the little aluminum brackets. I need to paint those black because right now they stick out like a sore thumb. I need to switch out some of the hardware. I also want to take care of the front bumper area. I want to make a lip for that front so it can bring down the splitter that I built, because right now it's kind of at a crazy angle and really not putting any downforce down like it should, so I want to take care of that. Now the last thing I want to do for this video is actually open up this box that came in today. I had got in touch with this company and they send out free samples. This is going to be super helpful for the future. So this company is called Precision Board, and they sent out a bunch of samples. You can ask for it online, and then they just send it to your house. But as far as this goes, they have different pieces of foam, and then they've got you know, examples of what, like this one is textured, this one is covered in resin. So lots of different options here. What I'm looking for is some foam in order to build another wide body kit. The expanding foam that I used last time was super porous and really hard to shape. Something that's much more dense is going to be easier to shave down, sculpt, and get a nice shape for me to be able to apply a body filler on top of, and then sand that down, and then have my kit and mold it from that. So looking into some different options. Alright guys, well that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you guys have not already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and then click that little notification bell. That way you guys don't miss out on when new videos are posted. And then if you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions, be sure to leave those in the comment section down below. That way I can respond to you guys. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any comments, I can either get ideas from you guys, stuff like that. So make sure you guys drop a comment. I'd appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and close the video out. Thank you guys so very much for watching again. I will see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome day.